Hollywood, it's the place where dreams are made and sometimes where they fall apart. We've all grown up watching celebrities chase fame, fortune, and those red carpet moments. But here's the twist. Some of the biggest stars out there said,
"I'm done."
That's right. From Ellen DeGeneres to Lindsay Lohan, from Tyra Banks to Portia de Rossi, these are celebrities who walked away from the bright lights of Hollywood to find something more real. Today, I'm breaking down their stories, why they left, where they went, and what they're doing now. And honestly, some of these might surprise you. Let's kick this off with Ellen DeGeneres, because wow, this one was a shocker. Ellen spent almost 20 years dominating daytime TV. But things went south after allegations of a toxic workplace. By the time the show ended in 2022, Ellen seemed exhausted. And then she hit us with a bombshell. "This is the last time you're going to see me." After her final Netflix special in 2024, she and wife Portia packed up and moved to England. So now, one of the most recognizable faces on TV is just living a quiet life overseas. After years of fame, Ellen literally walked away from Hollywood forever. Next up, Tyra Banks, supermodel, TV host, entrepreneur, and now ice cream mogul. After running America's Next Top Model and Dancing with the Stars, Tyra decided to focus on her ice cream brand, Smize and Dream. And get this, her business adventures took her all the way to Australia.
Our business is international. We're launching in Australia.
She loved the place so much that she moved there with her son York and her partner Lewis. So instead of catwalks and TV sets, Tyra's living her dream down under, running her company, raising her family, and yes, probably eating a lot of ice cream. Eva Longoria, you probably know her best as Gabrielle Solis from Desperate Housewives, but Eva's real-life story has taken her far away from Wisteria Lane. She spent her adult life in Los Angeles, but over time, she felt the city wasn't the same. So Eva and her husband, Jose Baston, now split their time between Mexico and Spain. Her career has taken her there too. She's directing, producing, and acting in international projects like Land of Women and Searching for Mexico. Eva made it clear, this wasn't about politics, it was about her life evolving, and honestly, she seems more fulfilled than ever. Now let's talk about Portia de Rossi, actress, entrepreneur, and of course, Ellen's partner in life and love. Portia built her career on shows like Arrested Development and Ally McBeal, but a few years ago, she shocked fans by announcing she was done with acting. Why? Because she wanted to focus on her other passion, art. She launched an art venture called General Public, where she uses technology to create accessible art for everyone. For Portia, it wasn't about burnout or scandal. It was simply about saying, "I've done the acting thing, now I want something new." And honestly, she seems to have found her happy ending. Okay, this one's wild. Lindsay Lohan. She went from Disney darling in The Parent Trap to teen queen in Mean Girls. Lindsay later admitted she hated that part of her life. The chaos took over the narrative, and her actual work got lost in the noise. So she made a bold choice. She left. First London, then Dubai, where she finally found peace. And guess what? She also found love. Now she's dipping her toes back in with Netflix films and even a Freaky Friday sequel, but this time on her terms. Lindsay Lohan, the comeback queen, but also the mom and wife she always wanted to be. And finally, Josh Hartnett, remember him? Early 2000s heartthrob, star of Pearl Harbor, Black Hawk Down, 40 Days and 40 Nights. Josh has explained it clearly. Hollywood just wasn't for him. He didn't like the bubble, the one-note conversations, the constant industry talk. So he walked away. These days, Josh lives in the English countryside with his wife Tamsin Egerton and their 4 kids. He still acts here and there, like Black Mirror and Trap, but he's not chasing the spotlight. Now those are the big, deep dives, but they're not the only ones who turn their backs on Hollywood. Check this out. And Christina Milian moved to Paris with her husband and kids for a quieter life. Eliza Dushku left the spotlight completely. She's now working in mental health, certified in psychedelic-assisted therapy. Talk about a career switch. Rosie O'Donnell moved to Ireland with her youngest child, seeking peace and equality. She's even applying for citizenship. Evangeline Lilly is taking a long break from acting. Ian Somerhalder of The Vampire Diaries. He walked away to focus on family and his environmental projects, building companies around climate-friendly farming and even bourbon. Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly quit acting and became an author and podcaster. Her memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died, made headlines, and she's thriving outside the industry. Meghan Markle traded acting for royalty, marrying Prince Harry and building a life in Montecito. She's still producing shows and podcasts, but she's no longer a Hollywood actress. Cameron Diaz took a long break after Annie in 2014 to focus on family and wellness. She even said she didn't miss acting until Jamie Foxx convinced her to come back for one more film in 2025. Terrence Howard says he's done with acting, though he pops up sometimes. Jack Gleason, King Joffrey from Game of Thrones, quit acting at just 21 because he stopped enjoying it. He's slowly returned with smaller roles, but nothing like his early fame. Phoebe Cates runs a boutique in New York instead of acting. Rick Moranis stepped away after losing his wife to raise his kids. He hasn't acted in decades, but fans still adore him, and he's finally making a comeback with Shrunk. Lily Sobieski retired to focus on her family and art. Daniel Day-Lewis retired at the top, but he's making one final film with his son. Bridget Mendler, yes, from Disney's Good Luck Charlie, walked away to earn a PhD, go to Harvard Law, and even start a space tech company. She's literally building satellites now. Richard Gere, of course, one of Hollywood's biggest names, left the U.S. with his wife and kids to settle in Spain. For him, it was all about family, culture, and raising his children in a bilingual household. You know what's interesting? A lot of these stars walked away for the same reasons: family, peace, and happiness. Rick Moranis and Phoebe Cates gave up fame to raise their kids. Christina Milian and Richard Gere wanted their children to grow up bilingual. Lindsay Lohan built her life around love and motherhood. At the end of the day, fame is temporary, but family, that lasts forever. So there you have it, Hollywood's biggest stars who said goodbye to fame, fortune, and flashing cameras to find something real. It makes you wonder, if you had the chance to be rich and famous, would you take it? Or would you give it all up for peace, love, and family? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our next deep dive. Because in Hollywood, sometimes the biggest stories aren't about who's making it big, but about who chose to walk away.